Back here in the Coliseum, well, we understand our picture is now arriving back in Chicago, but it's a little bit below par, and we are still working on that. But anyway, we are ready to start this game, and we are ready to start this year, and we are ready to start this decade. Johnny Kerr, another decade in the history of the Bulls.
How about that? People are talking about the Bulls being the team of the 90s. You know, I had a chance to talk to Phil Jackson and ask him, they finished so great last year, and now going in the 90s, how does he feel that they can play in the 90s?
Look at the consistent play, obviously. We've had a real good 89 ending, and we're looking forward to the 90s to be a little more consistent play. Not quite such a rocky up and down kind of roller coaster ride. We like to see better bench play. We anticipate that our rookies are going to start to feel their oats a little bit, start to feel their way around this league, and hopefully provide us with a spark that we need and we think they can give us.
Well, as much as Phil Jackson is looking forward to 1990, Wayne Embry, I know the Cavaliers are looking forward to it because you could get nothing but healthy as the year goes on.
Well, we hope. We got John Morton finally coming back. He's activated tonight, and Brad Doherty's got the cast off his foot, and he's going to rehab for a while, and hopefully we'll have him in about 3 weeks. So hopefully 1990 will be better than 1989.
It may be this season in reverse from last year. Last year you guys got off to the great start. You led all the way. This year maybe you'll finish strong at the end and be ready come playoff time.
Well, our players should be rested, of course, and that would be great if we could do that. I just hope that we don't dig ourselves too big of a hole to come out of, but we are optimistic that once we get everybody healthy, that we can be a competitive team.
So the Bulls and Cavs ready to play for the second time this season. The Bulls owning the overtime win in Chicago Stadium opening night. First time they've played here, and the Cavs have a sellout here in the Richfield Coliseum. Starting lineups tonight, the Bulls with that familiar fivesome, Grant and Pippen at the forward spots, Cartwright in the middle, Paxson and Jordan at the guard line. And Phil Jackson's club riding high in the NBA Central on top, a half-game lead. Starting action tonight, the Bulls 10 games over 500, and that's their high water mark of the year at 19-9. As for the Cavaliers, they will line up this way. Rookie Chucky Brown at one forward spot. Larry Nance, who has worked his way back into the starting lineup in recent days. Chris Dudley opens in the middle, and Reggie Williams and Mark Price at the guard line. Lenny Wilkins' team 11-16, 8-6 on the home court. The officials for tonight's game: Hugh Evans, Ronnie Nunn, and Ken Maurer. And this game is underway with the Cavs controlling the opening tip. Price matched up with Paxson, dumps for Williams in the corner, guarded by Jordan. Cavaliers on the perimeter. Reggie Williams looks in, and Jordan picks off the pass intended for Dudley in the post. Jordan pulls up for three. Price coming back on the drive. The Bulls slow him down, and that's the key to this club, slowing him down. Chucky Brown in on Pippen. Nicely done.
Chucky Brown, he's a good one. You don't hear much about him, but boy, he's done a nice job as a role player, Jim.
6'8" rookie from North Carolina State. Michael Jordan outside left, dumps a pass into Grant. Horace half hook. Price clears it. Cavs coming back with a 2-0 lead. A hard push by Price gets Nance open on the wing. Chucky Brown hands to Price. Open is Nance again.
Going to keep doing it until he gets it right.
Finally, the Bulls come back looking for their first score of the evening, and Horace Grant missed the layup. No foul. Body contact with Brown, and Cleveland back the other way. Reggie Williams having trouble on the dribble. Jordan picks him up. Cavaliers set it up. We've played almost a minute and a half, and it's 2-0 Cleveland. Price open. Michael Jordan picks off the rebound. Michael Jordan, the NBA Player of the Month for December. What a pass to Horace Grant. And finally it rattles in. Super feed by Michael Jordan. 2-2 tie. Even though Cleveland has injury problems, and of course Doherty is still out, this team has still got some depth. They come off with Ehlo. Hot Rod Williams. Open shot in the corner for Williams. Reggie. Michael Jordan the rebound. A throw ahead to Pippen. Nice feed to Grant for the dunk. So the Bulls in transition with a couple of hoops.
Michael has gone to the board now a couple times to get the rebound himself, and when he does that, they really get out and move.
Cavaliers working the ball into the front court is Reggie Williams. Price on the cut. Has it knocked away. Pax out with a steal. Bulls have a 3-on-1 deal here. Pax all the way. Lefty layup nicely done, and the Bulls have run off 6 in a row and have a 6-2 lead. Lenny Wilkins wants timeout. With 9:20 left in the opening quarter. Actually, 9:19 left. And the Bulls have run off 6 in a row and lead the Cleveland Cavaliers by 4. 3 straight hoops for the Bulls, Johnny Rents.
Yeah, they're 6-2, Jim, and in transition, it really have been shining here. A shot was thrown up from the outside by Reggie Williams, missed. Michael Jordan gets the rebound, and when he gets it, he forces it up the court. He takes one look to clear it, then gets it down to Scottie Pippen, who's wide open, draws the defense to him, and then Horace finishes it up.
The Bulls really using some half-court pressure defense here, and now they back away the double team. Pippen trying to stay with Price, and Mark Price got free. Wow. A 2-point Bulls lead this trip. Big crowd, but a quiet one early. Jordan on the move, right up the middle. 2 dunks, 2 layups, 8-4 score. Price beats pressure. Forced to pick up the dribble, though. Chucky Brown.
They stopped Price right over half court, but that didn't stop his vision. He saw the man wheeling in from the outside, took it right down the lane and slammed it.
The Bulls look inside to Cartwright against Dudley. He left it way short. Nance the rebound, and now Cleveland back looking to tie. Reggie Williams, Pippen has him. Dudley against Cartwright. Back to Williams on the cut. They throw it away. A pass intended for Chucky Brown.
You know, you would expect Michael Jordan to be more active because Ronnie Harper is not here. He kept him busy a lot. So I think Michael has to gain the respect of Reggie Williams to bring him back.
Brad Doherty, about 3 weeks, they say, before he'll be ready to play.
Got a nerve in the foot that's really bothering him now between the toes. He'd like to get out there and play against his old North Carolina teammate.
That's it. Here's Cartwright again against Dudley. Now on the fadeaway, Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls up by 4. 7:47 left in the quarter. Quick hitting play into Chucky Brown against Jordan, and Michael is stripped. Jordan gets slowed down, but now comes with a pull-up shot.
He gets slowed down.
Whoa.
Well, you know what's happened now? Michael has switched over on Chucky Brown, and they're going to let Scottie Pippen chase Reggie Williams around. Well, now they're back again.
Every other time down, maybe.
Yeah.
Price runs the show wide left against Paxson. 12 to shoot. Larry Nance against Horace Grant. Nance bangs in. Now feeds it back outside to Williams. He comes up shooting. Reggie Williams not known for the outside jump shot. Delivers one there, and it's 12-8 Bulls. Jordan in for the left side. Comes out to the foul line. There's Horace Grant for the easy one. Everybody chased Jordan to the foul line. They said, we've seen Michael at the foul line before.
I thought Michael was going to fire it into the corner, and all of a sudden he just put a hard left angle on it and fired it down to Horace.
Bulls a 6-point lead. Out of the corner, Reggie Williams. Long rebound to Paxson. A throw ahead to Jordan. He's got Price to beat him. Does he ever? With a scoop layup. Michael Jordan with 6, and the Bulls have doubled the score. Boy, the transition working beautifully for the Bulls. They are forcing turnovers with their defense and finishing the break nicely. 6:20 left in the quarter. Cavaliers trying to slow the pace. Price having trouble off the dribble as they jumped out with Grant on the switch. Now Mark Price pass off right to Paxson. Up court Jordan. Another solo dunk this time. Michael Jordan with 8. And the Bulls jump to a 10-point lead. Now a 20-second timeout taken by Lenny Wilkins. Well, as good as the Bulls looked at the end of '89, they look every bit as good at the beginning of '90.
That's right. They wanted to get Ehlo in as quick as they could to get Reggie Williams out. They sure look like they miss Ronnie Harper against the Bulls. Harper puts so much open court pressure on the Bulls. They've got to get back and defend, but they're hanging around now and doing a good job.
On Tuesday, January 23rd, the Detroit Pistons come into Chicago Stadium. Every fan will receive a mini Michael Jordan cereal box, courtesy of Wheaties.
How about that?
You better eat your Wheaties.
The Bulls leading by 10, and 6 minutes left in the quarter. Ehlo is the only change. Cavs have turned it over 5 times, and those are forced, too. Bulls really aggressive here early. Good energy level. Ehlo against Jordan. Here's Price on the drive down the lane. Good dish. Chucky Brown with the layup. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put Ehlo on top of the floor and then let Price create as the off guard.
And Ehlo go for the threes from the outside.
Jordan looks in, makes the entry pass into Pippen. Scotty backs into the lane, turns on Brown, hangs the shot up, and draws the foul on Chucky Brown. That is the first personal foul of this contest.
And it'll be a shooting foul as Scotty has not scored, the only starter not in the scorebook as of yet. Jimmy, last 4 games, Pippen is shooting 61%. Grant, the last 8 games, 65%. So you got that forward tandem shooting like that in the field. That puts a lot of pressure on it. You got Michael coming in and giving you his big bombs.
Phil Jackson's team performing very well, and as they have all season, especially so that starting group. Although Scottie Pippen 0 for 2 there, and a loose ball foul on Horace Grant going for the rebound. So a team foul apiece. Mark Price into the front court. Takes it off to the left side. Jordan picks him up in the switch. So that means it's Ehlo down low against Paxson. They punch into Craig Ehlo. Turns, comes out baseline. Now to Price, 10 to shoot. An illegal defense whistle against the Bulls. It's on Horace Grant.
That gives him a good match. Ehlo can play any position on the floor, really, except the center position. But he gets in those high-profile positions, either as the point guard, the off guard, or the small forward, and he matches well against a small guard.
Cavaliers nearly turn it over again. Price guarded by Grant, shoots the long 3. Boy, Nance over Jordan, gets the ball. Michael chopped it away, and a foul called on Jordan. But the first foul is the one that was missed when Larry Nance climbed his back going for the rebound.
Larry Nance with those good fresh legs, missed 17 games and now back and does a good job. Michael went up. He was looking to say, somebody fouled me, didn't he? I'm going to get him back here. He almost had the ball on the strip, but Nance will go to the line and shoot 2.
Cavaliers trying to take advantage of this break, but Nance misses the first one. Nance on the second one. The Bulls' lead is 7. 4:50 left, first quarter. Horace Grant against Dudley. Outside Pippen. Scotty pump fake on the 3. Steps foul line and fires. Has it blocked. It's cleared by Nance. Was blocked from behind by Brown. And now Brown juggles a pass. Pippen blocks his shot out of bounds. Phil Jackson wanted traveling. Lenny Wilkins wanted a foul on Scottie Pippen. Hot Rod Williams is in and Larry Nance is out. 18 to shoot. Cavs to throw in. Chucky Brown to make the inbounds. He comes into Ehlo. Price, a nice feed off to Williams. His shot blocked by Cartwright. And a foul.
I didn't hear the whistle.
I didn't either. They called it on Pippen. Scottie Pippen with his first.
Well, it looked like Cartwright had a goaltend on the play, Jim. That's what I thought happened, but Scotty gets the foul.
I'm with you on that block. That I thought was goaltending. Knocked it right off the front of the rim. The Cavs come inbounds. 3 try by Price.
Wide open. Boy, was he open, wasn't he?
Price has 5, and Cleveland now has run off 6 in a row. They've cut the Bulls' lead to 4. Here's Cartwright shooting on Dudley. Rebound, Horace Grant. Cartwright dumps into Horace Grant. He's surrounded, shoots anyway, missed it. Rebound, Cartwright, follow, and a foul called. Bill Cartwright to shoot 2. Chucky Brown on that foul, and that's his second.
Jim, I believe you and I were talking about it coming over on the bus today. That's a new team record here as Price hit the three. He broke the World B freeze record, what is it, 11 games in a row, I think, with a three-point shot. And he was wide open on that play, just sitting in the corner, taking his time, looked at the autograph. Oh, yes, it is Stern.
Bill Cartwright makes the first one. Price having some problems from the field this year, though. He's barely over 40%. 2 free throws by Cartwright. That ends a 6-point run for the Cavs. Pippen a steal. Scotty in from the right side, nearly walked. Now Jordan has it against Chucky Brown. What they missed was Horace Grant under the basket after the steal. 14 to shoot. Jordan misses the long one. Ehlo the rebound. Inside pass, Pippen another steal. They threw into Williams. Scotty forcing it now, 1-on-2. Finds Michael Jordan down the lane, and a foul call. Jordan with the bucket. Ehlo on the foul. Michael Jordan to the line to shoot for a 3-point play.
Ehlo said, I didn't get a chance to even foul him good on that play.
And Phil Jackson takes time. We've got 3:32 left in the quarter. And as we go out, we'll take a look at that play. The Bulls' lead is 8, possibly 9. Jordan will be on the line when we return. When the Pistons come in on January 23rd, the Bulls are pulling out all stops. They're going to break out the Wheaties that day. Or that night, I should say. But on that day, Monday afternoon, February 19th, it's Houston. And the first 10,000 fans receive a lovable poster courtesy of Budweiser.
Jim, early in the year when the Bulls won 124-119 in overtime, Michael split his 54 points very nicely. He had 22 in the first half, 22 in the second half, and 10 in overtime.
Perfect. As he was on that free throw. And the Bulls are back to a 9-point lead. Here's Price beating pressure on the dribble, finding Ehlo. No trouble that time for the Cavs against the Bulls' pressure defense. Jordan looking in over Ehlo. Horace Grant finds Paxson. 12 to shoot. Cartwright over Dudley. Tip tried Pippen, no. Scotty again. Dudley on the block. Cartwright has it. Steps to the hoop. Tip. Horace Grant won't go, and the Cavaliers clear the zone. Randolph Keys in. Gives it up to Ehlo. Here's Price. Off to Williams. 10 to shoot, and Pippen another steal of a pass into Dudley. Scottie Pippen back off to Paxson. 2:35 left opening quarter. The Bulls up 7. They've led by as many as 10. 11 on the shot clock. Paxson picked up by Williams in the switch. Pippen launches a 3. And Dudley corrals the rebound.
Well, I have a feeling the Bulls could really move out here the way the Cavs are playing in this first quarter.
Bulls have been super defensively. Cleveland with 8 turnovers.
And you mentioned that, Jim, most of them were forced steals,
Here's Randolph Keys around the Dudley pick. Cartwright the rebound. Fires out to Paxson. Pax shoots it left of the key. Book it. Pax with 4. The Bulls back to a 9-point lead.
Back 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes remaining first quarter.
Minute 50 left in the opening quarter. Ron Williams down low, squares up on Grant. Now the shot. Ron Williams, who was a starter for this club during their long injury spell and remained so when Nance first came back, but now Nance is back in that starting lineup. 15 to shoot.
That's really where Scotty made his name to start off this 3-point shooter.
In the playoffs last year. Paxson contact with Price. Off to Grant for the jump hook. Ron Williams the rebound. Now the Cavs have a chance to cut it to 5. Keys blows in from the right side. Has the shot blocked, but a foul called. Randolph Keys to shoot 2. Horace Grant with his second. Larry Nance returns, and the Bulls have Stacey King and B.J. Armstrong coming in. Paxson and Grant going out.
Jim, Keys was a starter when the Bulls last saw him. He got 20 points, and I thought he was really active. 9 out of 18 from the field. I thought he played really well.
Well, somewhere between that game and tonight, he scored 22 because that's his season high this year. Keys splits the free throws. The Bulls lead is 6. The Bulls throw ahead to Pippen. Scotty on the move into the lane against Keys, who stabs at his dribble. Pippen with a turnaround hook. Ball on the floor and grabbed by Hot Rod Williams. Scotty Pippen, another steal. Feeds it off inside, and Price steals that one. Rebound to Nance.
That foul is called 100 times, isn't it?
That's it. Here's Keys with a dunk.
So now the transition getting the Bulls in trouble.
4-point Chicago lead. 43 seconds left. B.J. Armstrong, shot clock at 10. Here's Jordan. Off the glass. Can't get the bounce. Cavaliers are going to be right in the game when the quarter ends. Shot clock at 13, 6 difference. Ehlo gets free. Rebound, King with 10 seconds left. Pippen back on the run, an alley-oop to Jordan. Oh, he changed direction in midair and just guided it in.
A guided missile, maybe?
3 seconds. Randolph Keys had it knocked away, but to Nance, and that shot it would have counted had it have gone in. But at the end of one, it's a 6-point Bulls lead, 27-21. We talked about it going out. Michael Jordan on an alley-oop from Scottie Pippen. Just changed direction on it, Red.
Looks like a bad pass there, doesn't it? Oh, man. Ehlo says, again, I got caught again. You take a look here at a wide angle of it. Scottie putting it right on the money. Michael up, changes direction, drops it nicely in the safety deposit box.
Sort of a drop dunk, right? The Bulls start the second quarter with the same 5 that ended the first. 47% shooting for the Cavs in that opening quarter. The Bulls 43%. In Cleveland with 9 turnovers, the Bulls only 1. Pippen, King, and Cartwright up front. Jordan and Armstrong at the guard spots, and Michael brings it up against Craig Ehlo. Here's Jordan in the post around Ehlo. Got that reverse move down and drew the foul in the process.
Williams.
Larry Nance
Wasn't
with
it
his
Nance?
first.
Ehlo was the man that defended him in the post, and then Michael was able to sneak around him, so Williams picks up that first one. Michael shoots 2.
You know what the Cavs did to him that time? They played him for the reverse move.
To come to the middle. To come rolling into the middle. He went down the baseline.
But I mean, on the shot, no, that's what he normally does when he drives across the baseline, is he'll go for the reverse, and they played him that way. So now we'll see if Michael changes up. He hits the 2 free throws. He's got 15. The Bulls are up by 8. Price finds Nance. Randolph Keys. Ehlo guarded by Pippen. 10 to shoot. Here's Price against Armstrong. Ehlo 4-3. And the long rebound to Hot Rod Williams. Back in the lane with a half hook. And King clears to Armstrong, who had it stolen by Price, who falls down with the ball. Now Hot Rod Williams drives inside and a blocking foul call.
And they caught the third one, looks like, anyway. So, a non-shooting foul.
Bill Cartwright
picks up number 1, and Williams took it to the middle. Bill tried to slide over and did commit the foul, and Bill leaves, and Horace Grant comes back in for him. So now the Bulls, a small, quick lineup in there if they can utilize this.
Randolph Keys.
But, of course, they've got a small, quick lineup in there.
And they've got Steve Kerr on the floor now in place of Price. Shot clock at 12. Keys against Jordan. Ehlo against Pippen. Craig Ehlo right up the middle.
What a player.
Ahead to Horace Grant. He saves it in play to Pippen. Scotty got tripped.
Yeah. You got to call it on somebody.
I would hope. Foul is on Ehlo. That's his second. But after seeing what Price did to Armstrong at the other end of the floor, A little bit ago, I was wondering if the whistle would blow. Grant looks in, finds Pippen. Jordan against Keys, dumps into King. The leaner, cleared by Nance.
Bulls are doing a good job of slowing the ball down, off the rebound.
Stopping the ball is right. They are not letting the Cavs get any kind of transition activity. Here's Hot Rod Williams against King. And a foul.
Foul is on Stacey King, his first. John Williams with that good move in the middle, coming to the middle and then going back on the baseline. This is the move that King really tried on him down the other end. It didn't work. So Williams looking for his 5th point. We talk about Ehlo and the nice job he's done, Jim. I had a chance to visit with him at halftime, and it's kind of interesting. He said if I made that basket to put us ahead, he said I could have been a legend here in Cleveland.
Yeah, he made the basket that put them up one just before Michael Jordan made the one that took the Cavs out of the playoffs.
Silent Sunday here.
The Bulls' lead has been cut to 3. 10:05 left in the half. B.J. Armstrong off penetration. King final and trying to follow up, and Kerr ends up with a rebound. And now the Cavs can cut it to 1 or tie with a long one. Kerr's capable of it. Runs into Jordan, and an offensive foul.
Michael just went down with that play. He knew where he was coming. He had the baseline shut off really well. He slides out in front of him and just takes a little bit of a glancing blow, and he had to look back to see where he was going to fall.
9:45 left in the half. Scottie Pippen on the move through traffic. Left it short, but you know who was there to clean it up.
Does he get an assist on that?
17 points for Jordan. I don't know. Does Michael get an offensive rebound? It's either one. I mean, it's either Scottie gets the assist or he gets a missed shot and Jordan gets the offensive rebound. Hot Rod Williams against King. Good shot. That is. Good rebound. Look at this coast to coast. Wide open is Armstrong. Michael Jordan finding the open man. Armstrong puts the Bulls up 7. 9 minutes left in the half. Michael Jordan wants out. Needs a rest. 8:55 left. Craig Hodges coming in. Ehlo off to the right. Dumps into Williams against King again. Kerr spots up for the outside. Horace Grant the rebound. Scottie Pippen takes his drive to the lane, finds Armstrong wide right this time. B.J. on the miss, Nance on the rebound. 33-26 Bulls. 8:25 left. Randolph Keys shoots over Pippen. And the ball hits up on top, and it's cleared by King. Out to Pippen. Bulls back in transition. Scottie all the way to the rack. Gets the scoop layup. His first 2 points tonight. But he's got about 5 steals.
Says, get me out of here. I'm tired. Thanks,
finally. Timeout taken by Cleveland with 8:06 left to go in the half. And so Jordan will come out and Hodges will come on. The Bulls have themselves a 9-point lead. Bullseye Magazine, 20 exciting issues for $30. Charge it on your Visa or MasterCard by calling 800-255-9500 extension FAN. Boy, the Bulls have done such a good job in transition tonight. Scottie Pippen running the break a moment ago, looked the defense away. That was Ehlo, and then he had the easy layup. 9-point lead for the Bulls. Here's Pippen, another steal. Yes, he knocked it off of Ehlo out of bounds.
Jimmy, the first quarter, they had 9 turnovers. Cleveland had 9 turnovers, and the Bulls had 8 steals. So it's one of those games where...
And how many did Pippen have?
He had 3, and that was a forced turnover there.
Yep. And they get Price right back in the lineup. Pippen around the King pick. Off to Stacey King, tipped out by Williams. So the Bulls have it with 15 to shoot. And now Chucky Brown returns and Randolph Keys goes out. Cleveland with Nance, Williams, Brown, Kerr, and Price. Inbounds to Hodges. King out front, 10 to shoot. Armstrong with 5 on the clock. Armstrong trying to get free. Pippen launches the 3 at the buzzer. It's an air ball and a 24-second violation. So the Cavaliers have it down 9 with 7:32 left in the half.
Phil thought he had a piece of the ball.
Steve Kerr walks it up. Michael Jordan with 17 points to lead the Bulls in scoring. Chucky Brown had 6 in the opening quarter to lead the Cavs.
You know, Kerr's not quite as big as when I played. Kerr, me, but my number was 10. His was only 5.
That's about right. Larry Nance finally getting a bucket. He's got 3. 3 points for Nance. Horace Grant. Oh, tough shot.
Whoa, that was.
Mighty tough. He hit it over Nance. Horace has 8. Horace had 3 dunks early on when the Bulls were running the break to perfection. Mark Price beats Armstrong on the dribble. Finds Nance wide open. Gets the rebound and Price sticks it back in. B.J. Armstrong is going to get a workout here. Trying to keep up with Price. Pippen with the open shot. Boy, Scotty Cole from the outside.
Nance collecting all the rebounds. He's on almost 10 now.
Cavs have a chance to cut it to 5. Here's Price on the drive, shoots it up, and draws the foul on Armstrong. Welcome to the NBA, B.J.
You're right. He's guarding one of the tough guys to break in against, and he's just taking him a little bit left, a little bit right. You got to either plant yourself, take the foul, but you can't run along with him. He's going to get the call.
And he's going to hit the free throws. 93% free throw shooter, and that is good enough for 3rd in the NBA. He has 8 points tonight. When Price was not here, the Cavs were 3-5.
Jimmy, they lost their last 5 games. Then they beat the Phoenix Suns, and you look at their big leaders was Nance with 25, Price with 24, and Williams with 20. That's the way they play, and they play well with those points.
Against pressure, the Bulls fire on ahead to Horace Grant. He takes it up the middle, shoots an off-balance shot, and it's cleared by Nance. That's not the shot for a big man. Chucky Brown is fouled going to the hoop. Scottie Pippen on the foul, and Chucky Brown shoots 2.
Scotty, if he doesn't steal it, he seems like he's missed the shot. He has not had a good day from the field, but his rest of his game has been very good. Now the Bulls are going to call on the troops that started this game, at least 3 of them.
Jordan, Cartwright, and Paxson. 7 points for Chucky Brown. The Cavaliers close to within 4. Pippen, Armstrong, and King go out. Michael Jordan is in the lineup now as a small forward. Chucky Brown hits them both. He has 8 and averages a little under 6. Cavs are within 3. Cartwright brings it across. They had come with some pressure. Horace Grant from the baseline. He can hit that open jumper.
Yes,
Horace
sir.
with 10.
Surprisingly, Horace has more range than you and I thought he had, Jim. I mean, he's got some good range when he's able to face up at the hoop.
Cavaliers in their half-court set. Nance looks in from the top. Jordan a steal as they punched into the post. Michael Jordan off to the right. Hodges for 3. And the rebound tipped out of bounds to Cleveland. Knocked out by Cartwright. You know, for the turnover differential that we have in this game, the scoreboard doesn't reflect it.
No, sir.
Price. Chucky Brown brings the Cavs to within 3. The Bulls' lead is but 3, and they have thoroughly outplayed the Cavaliers at the defensive end. Jordan. Cavs have it, trying to cut it to 1. 4:55 remaining. First half. Shot clock at 9. Steve Kerr against Paxson. Chucky Brown against Jordan. Almost lost it. Did lose it. Pax got under. Come on. Call. 1 to shoot. Williams comes up short. 24-second violation.
It is a violation, but boy, Pax got his legs cut out from under him. You got to call that.
It happened earlier in the game to B.J. Armstrong. At any rate, the Bulls will have the ball on a 24-second violation.
You let a guy go for a loose ball, and that's fine. But boy, going in there, he just took it's like a clip.
Yep, 4.5 minutes left. Jordan off penetration. Cartwright juggled it away. Price comes out with it. There's Brown. We got a game now. 39-38 Bulls with 4:10 left in the half. Phil Jackson taking a 20-second timeout. And the Richfield Coliseum is alive.
They've been outscored 23-11 here, Jim, in this quarter, and the Bulls just not making the shot as they were in the first quarter. And you're right, that turnover ratio that Cleveland has had, the Bulls should be far ahead here. So with 4:06, they only have a 1-point lead, 39-38.
And it's Cleveland taking advantage of the Bulls' missed shots, and they're getting their transition game out and going. Chucky Brown on that last one. 12 points for him. He leads the Cavs in scoring. And his season high and career high, of course, is 18. So Chucky Brown is off to a career game here. Inside Jordan. The tip by Horace Grant is finally in, and Horace has 12.
Horace Grant on the basket.
Steve Kerr guarded by Hodges. 10 to shoot. It's Price and Paxson. Hot Rod Williams shoots on Grant. Rebound Jordan. 3:28 left. Craig Hodges fires it into Grant. Wheels on Nance, back to Jordan, a 3-try. Rebound, Horace Grant gets it in the corner. Inside pass stolen by Cleveland. Grant's pass to Cartwright, stolen by Hot Rod Williams. He made the deflection. 41-38 Bulls, 3:05 left in the half. Chucky Brown doubled out to Nance. Hot Rod Williams is left open. Hot Rod Williams with 7 off the bench. Cavaliers are within 1. The Bulls led by 10 early. Jordan on top, walks left and dumps into Cartwright, hit him right in the foot. Michael down diving, trying to save it. Cartwright gets it and shoots the ball good. Wow.
The result was okay.
They made a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Here is Hot Rod Williams, scored the basket and a foul call.
Well, if Mark Price pushes the ball down your throat, whether there's nothing there or he sees an opening, he just keeps going, and if something does develop as you backpedal with him.
Timeout, Chicago.
Hot Rod Williams scoring on just what you said. That push by...
First quarter scores. Boston 36, Washington 20. New Jersey 20, Milwaukee 17 on the quarter.
The Bulls bench has been outscored 15-2 to this point, and Cleveland has rallied back into the game.
Well, this year they're shooting 43% from the field, but in this game, outside of the first quarter, they have really done a job here.
Hot Rod Williams ties the ball game. Off the bench, he has scored 10. That's the thing. Yes, they've had a lot of injuries, but still, their bench, when they come off with Ehlo and Hot Rod Williams, the Bulls really don't have players to match up with them. Outside shot by Hodges missed, and Price has it as the Cavs have a chance at the lead. There's Williams at the basket with a two-hand jam. Cavaliers have taken the lead. Michael Jordan against Reggie Williams. Jordan in deep. What's the call? A foul on Reggie Williams. Reggie Williams with his first.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Minute 52 left to go in the half. Paxson draws the crowd, slips through anyway, finds Hodges. Hodges burns to the hoop, off to Paxson. And the rebound is corralled by Chucky Brown. Cavs looking good here late in the half. Here's Price past Hodges. Williams again. Craig Hodges the rebound. Scottie Pippen. Fans thought Jordan walked. Paxson open again. John
missed the other shot from there. Ties the game at 45. Minute 13 left in the half. Cavaliers winding some clock. 10 to shoot. 1 minute left in the half. Price lobs into Brown against Pippen. ISO completely. Chucky Brown has 14. He just took that ball and jumped right back in, and the opening was there for him. What the Bulls were doing early tonight was they were double teaming. They were half-court trapping and not allowing the Cavs to run their set offense. Jordan surrounded by a posse. Finds Horace Grant, who's got his block. Loose ball out.
Loose ball out of bounds. Which way? It belongs to the Bulls with 7 on the shot clock.
Michael found Horace again under the hoop, but he was really buried under there and couldn't get out.
35.9 seconds left in the half.
7 seconds on the clock. The 24-second clock.
Craig Hodges with 4 seconds has his shot blocked. Here they come burning up the floor, and Hodges fouls Price in the backcourt.
Throws there over the limit, so to put one of the real good free throw shooters in the league up to give them a chance to extend this league to 4.
What has happened here is the Bulls bench has been so unproductive that Phil Jackson had to come back with 6 minutes left with his starters just to try and halt this Cavaliers run.
Right, they have 1 basket off the bench, and that was a long-range shot by Armstrong out of that left corner, and now that first free throw does extend it.
Cavaliers up 3. Up 4. 28.9 left. So it's Cleveland now with the strong energy burst here as the first half is coming to an end. Jordan out front, shot clock at 14. A little better than 4 seconds difference. Jordan drives it right up the middle and lays it in around Williams. Michael's got 19. Here's Price in the drive. Reggie Williams! 51-47 Cleveland. 4.7 seconds left in the half. The Bulls throw ahead to Jordan. Michael's pull-up jumper. Horace Grant trying for the rebound. Cleveland has it as the half ends. And the Cavaliers with the momentum going their way. They've wiped out the 10-point lead and have taken a 4-point halftime lead, 51-47. We'll return to the Richfield Coliseum with a first half recap right after these messages. Back here in Richfield with the Cavaliers in front of the Bulls by 4. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr. And in the first half, John, both teams enjoyed success in the transition game. The Bulls early and the Cavs late in the half.
They did. The Bulls did not shoot well, even though they had that 11-point lead in the first quarter, only 44%. Then they hit the skids, 38 in the second quarter. But we did have some highlights. You talk about transition, Jim. The first highlight we'll take a look at, this is what led to it. Reggie Williams took a shot. The ball bounced off the side. Jordan got it, looked everybody away, came down, saw Scotty on the wing, forced the ball up to him. Scotty took a dribble, drew the defenders to him, and hit his buddy Horace Grant underneath for the nice little dunk shot. So a nice play in transition. And Scotty came down. I thought he threw the ball out of the gym. No, it's air transport Jordan right into the net. Beautiful play. Scotty directing it. Michael said, thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Michael over to Cartwright. They lose the ball. Coming out of the pack, stumbling down, is Mark Price. Seeing that Price has the ball, Chucky Brown fills the lane beautifully, catches a return pass, and he stuffs it in. So a nice transition basket by them also. Last play of the game that we saw, Mark Price came down with the ball, looked like he lost control of it, and here comes Reggie Williams in from the side, and with about 5 seconds, he slams one in.
And that fast break activity rallied the Cavaliers into this 4-point lead. The Bulls are 41% from the field. The Cavs are 49%. Big difference in rebounding. 28 rebounds for Cleveland, 19 for the Bulls, and thus the Cavs with 13 second chance points, the Bulls with only 7. But points off turnovers, the Bulls have the edge there. Michael Jordan with 19 points leads the Bulls. Horace Grant has 12. Paxson and Cartwright with 6 apiece. As for the Cavs, they are led in scoring by Chucky Brown with 14. He is only 4 points off his season high. Hot Rod Williams off the bench with 12. Mark Price has 11. Cleveland outscored the Bulls 19-2 off the bench in the first half.
The two guys who need to upgrade their game a little bit is Scottie Pippen. Jimmy had 20 minutes of play in the first half. He was only 1 for 6, had 1 rebound, but he did have 4 steals to go with 3 assists. And in that area, he looked pretty good. And Bill Cartwright, who played 17 minutes, was 2 out of 6 from the field with 3 rebounds. And a great job by Larry Nance, Jimmy. He's only 1 for 5 out of the field, but he went and knew where his bread is buttered. He got 11 rebounds and did a great job there.
Cavaliers also had 6 blocked shots in the first half, and Hot Rod Williams had 3 of them. Cleveland extending the defense. Paxson getting the Bulls into the set offense. Horace Grant swings to Pippen. Pippen against Brown. Little hesitation move. Kind of forced the issue, though. And Larry Nance has another rebound. That's 8 for him.
13.
Here's Nance from the outside. Horace Grant, or Cartwright, tracks down that long rebound, and now Paxson. Horace Grant against Larry Nance. Usually not much there, but Horace makes the most of it. 14 points for Horace Grant. And a one-on-one post-up move with Nance. Reggie Williams works around the Nance screen. Ball on the floor, and Chucky Brown has it. Cleveland another opportunity. Price. Nice move. Finds Reggie Williams under the basket. Reggie Williams with 6. So Cleveland keeps its 4-point lead. That was the advantage at halftime. 10.5 minutes left of the third. Jordan against Williams. Off the lead in, finds Pippen. Finally, Scottie Pippen connecting from the outside. Use the backboard. 53-51 Cavaliers.
Well, Michael had his man up. I thought maybe he's going to lean under, take the shot, draw the foul, but same result as Scottie hit that shot off the glass.
Price around the Dudley pick. Count the hoop. And a foul called.
Cartwright?
Yep. His second.
Mark Price has really got the good game going. He can hit the 3 outside, so now he comes inside, lays it up, and Bill hits him a little brush body.
And Price hits the 3-point play, and so the Cavaliers jump out to a 5-point lead. 56-51. 10 minutes left for the third. Bulls really having problems offensively when they don't have the transition. Cleveland comes away with another miss or 2. And now Price finds Chucky Brown, and he walks. The Bulls and Cavaliers tonight here on Channel 9, and then next Tuesday, have we got a game for you. From the Palace in Auburn Hills, the Bulls and the Pistons at 6:30 Chicago time next Tuesday. A rematch of the Eastern Conference Championship Series from last spring. Scottie Pippen, 10 to shoot. Here's Jordan. What a fade. What a shot by Jordan. 21 points for MJ, and it's a 3-point lead for the Cavaliers.
They had the big guy on him, Chris Dudley, who went up in the air. Michael just jumped and faded backwards. I guess that's what you do when you fade backwards. Although I've seen him fade sideways.
Here's Nance with a lefty hook. Horace Grant had the rebound knocked away, but finally controls it. And Michael Jordan brings it up in a slow pace since midway in the second quarter. Jordan off to Cartwright. Nice play. Bill Cartwright with that left-hand jam, and the Bulls are within one.
Now there's a little brush foul again, and you don't get a call. But that little guy goes down the lane. You don't dare brush him off.
Spoken like a true center.
Absolutely.
Speaking of old-timers, we got some pictures to show later on. Yeah. I didn't mean to call you an old-timer. Here's Reggie Williams against Jordan. Shot clock is at 4. Dudley had it chopped away, but a foul called. It sounded like leather from here. The foul is on Pippen.
I want to see this because that's going to put Dudley to the free throw line.
He's a 34% free throw shooter.
16 out of... Well, they bring it in, and he does. Scotty gets him.
Yeah, he found it. Sounded like he hit the ball from here, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Chris Dudley, 34% free throw shooter.
16 out of 47. The crowd whoops it up here as they know something is going to happen.
Something's in the wind, right? If he makes one, the place will go nuts. No wonder he doesn't make very many free throws. You talk about a hitch in your swing. Watch the hitch in his
He's in a slump this season. He was doing real good at 44 over the Cleveland.
Oh, 0 for 2, Paxson throws ahead to Jordan. And Michael on the pass-off is fouled, and now he's thinking about it.
You know, I talked... All right. The foul was not in the motion of shooting, so Scotty Lindbaum, he calls a triangle play, which they'll bring into the corner.
Missed steal, Reggie Williams. The Bulls will throw in again. 23 to shoot this time. 8:16 left in the third. A hoop puts the Bulls back in front. They were up big early. They ran out to an 18-8 lead. But then it was all Cavs pretty much the rest of the way in that half. Here's Pippen on the move. Open is Horace Grant. Doesn't get the bounce, and Cartwright's tip won't go. Cavaliers back with a 1-point lead. Price on a hard drive off the pull-up shot. Jordan the rebound. Comes out on the drive through traffic. Long throw ahead to Pippen. Scotty with a dunk as he came in from the left. What a pass by Jordan.
What a job for Michael to get out of the traffic with that rebound, Jimmy.
Johnny, he almost was contested by each and every Cavalier in the backcourt. Bulls the 1-point lead. Mark Price from 20. Cleveland up 1. Price has 16. Came in averaging 18.9. Here's Jordan around the Cartwright pick. Long rebound to Price. Up court, Reggie Williams. Tip Dudley. His first 2 points tonight. Cavaliers back to a 3-point edge. Seven minutes in the third quarter. Cartwright against Dudley. Has the shot blocked and cleared by Nance. Mark Price pushing hard on the drive. Reggie Williams in deep. A handoff in close quarters is loose out of bounds. The Bulls have it.
Well, Michael Jordan came out of a pack. I don't know how he did anything, Jim, to get the ball. He finally got it down to Pippen. Pippen ends up with a slam on the play.
But right now with this timeout taken, it's the Cavaliers who lead by 3, 60-57.
All right, that's good.
Well, we talked about some old-timers earlier. I inadvertently referred to you as an old-timer, John, but...
Jimmy, the trivia question is, what university supplied 3 NBA coaches to the ranks? And it's very easy if you want to take a look at a picture we got there. That's Bill Fitch on the left, who's with New Jersey. Jimmy Rogers on the right, who is with Boston. And that's our own dear Phil Jackson, number 34, North Dakota. And congratulations to the Fighting Sioux. There's a picture of him in 1967 when he was an All-American. The Fighting Sioux won their Christmas tournament. We congratulate them. And that's Phil Jackson. Look at those shoulders. Axe handles across. And there he is now. Mustache, a little older, a little more debonair, a little more erudite. And a little more perspiry at this time.
Oh, yes. Well, when the Bulls play well, they make money for charitables. Interleg donates $50 for every dunk on home games. True Value, of course, donates $250 to charitables for every three-point field goal. The Bulls could use a three here. Down 3, 6:40 remaining. In the third, Grant beats Nance. Horace rattles it in. 16 points for Horace Grant.
That's a good matchup, isn't it? Grant and Nance, both physical, both good athletes.
And offensively, right tonight, Horace really in command of that matchup. Nance with only 3 points, but Nance has done a good job rebounding. He's got 12 so far. Here's a foul called on a throw inside. Scottie Pippen commits the foul. That's his 4th.
Now John Bach tells Phil Jackson, he reminds him he has 4. And I think Phil is reminding Kenny Mauer.
Cavaliers the 1-point lead on the ball. Price slips through. Kicks it way outside. Off the floor, in fact. The Bulls have it. Elsewhere tonight, the Celtics lead the Bullets at the half by 11. Milwaukee up big over New Jersey, 56-38 at the half, and the Clippers lead Detroit by 4 at the half. The Clippers who won at Minnesota, their first road victory. 12 to shoot. Jordan on the drive. Horace Grant cleans up, and Horace has 18. Horace Grant is finding out that when Michael goes to the hoop, there's going to be a lot of action at the glass.
Especially with a shot blocker like Nance. He's going to go right to him, yeah.
Reggie Williams and Cartwright, the rebound of his miss. The Bulls out with a 1-point lead. Scottie Pippen open. Now leans in and feeds Jordan.
That's the kind of play you got to watch the 3-second call on.
Jordan around the Cartwright screen. 8 to shoot. Dudley on Jordan.
He can get it whenever he wants against Dudley.
He wants. He's got it.
Oh, boy. He was trying to give it up, but there wasn't enough time. He said, better do the old drop step.
23 for Michael. The Bulls up 3. Dudley's half hook. Chris Dudley with 4. Pippen in the front court. Jordan left around a Grant screen. 10 to shoot. Michael takes Williams to the baseline. Bounce pass, a foul on Reggie Williams on the pass off. 3 fouls on Williams. Second team foul on the Cavs. Williams leaves. Nance leaves. Hot Rod Williams and Craig Ehlo come on. And now Stacey King is in and Bill Cartwright is out. Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant's outside jumper. What range he is showing. Horace has 20 points tonight.
That's what we were talking about, Jim. He's got more range than you think he has. And when he's facing up and gets that good pass, he can shoot it.
The Bulls a 3-point lead.
Well, you and I saw him win that game in practice the other day, the big men against the little men.
Price misses to the outside, but Dudley keeps it alive. Paxson is pulling his shoe on. Maybe injured. Price for 3. It's Ehlo for 3. The rebound at Ehlo, and his shot blocked and cleared by Stacey King.
They won at 20.
John Paxson limping. And the Bulls get their 22nd timeout taken. On the rebound sequence, Paxson rolled his ankle over apparently.
Well, Mark Feil is out there with him very quickly. Lenny's got his team by him, and the Bulls get back here, but Pax rolled it, and they couldn't get control of the ball. Dudley tapped that ball out, and then Ehlo missed a 3-pointer and then got a shot blocked by King underneath. So he's going to come walking on it over here to the sideline, but I'm sure you'll see Mark put some tape on it. Yeah, Mark just saying, I think we're going to put something on it here. So they put a jacket on Pax, and probably see B.J. Armstrong coming to game here. Shot went up from the corner, and Pax went down, and then he got turned over, rolled over.
And no foul, of course, on that play as Chucky Brown brought him right to the floor.
Well, now they got a small, quick, Steve Kerr in lineup.
And Armstrong, as you mentioned, is in for Paxson. The Bulls, the ball up 3. Now an offensive foul is called on Horace Grant setting a screen.
That's a third on him. So Scotty with 4 and Horace with 3. Michael, he was using his hands to pick apart the screen to get down low, but never got to that call.
16 Cleveland turnovers, 6 for the Bulls, but the Cavs had 9 of the first 10 of the game. Kerr against Armstrong. Kerr gets it into Hot Rod Williams. Back to Kerr, sidesteps Armstrong, shot clock at 3. Into Williams, there's the hook, blocked, it's tipped outside, and the Cavs get the ball, and they're going to get a basket inside. Nope, it's blocked. Chucky Brown's attempt swatted away. Jordan coming back ahead to Armstrong, he lays it in.
Jordan comes out again with that rebound, low to the floor, almost rolling the ball, and he's got the great vision to see the smallest player on the floor, Armstrong, break loose and get the layup.
The Bulls have opened up a 5-point lead with 3:08 left in the third. I didn't catch that block, John. Who got that block?
Stacy.
Boy, Chucky Brown looked like had the open shot. Impossible dunk. Here's Ehlo on the roll, and he throws it out of bounds. Timeout taken. Bulls have it in play.
Ooh, they call a timeout dead ball, but they didn't give him a dead ball.
So now Armstrong works into the front court. Yeah, they went past it on the dead ball. There should have been a timeout. They went past the 3-minute mark.
Get it in, get it up. Get it up.
Pippen with 2 on the clock. Long jumper. And the rebound is out of bounds to the Bulls. It was knocked out by Ehlo, and now a timeout taken. 2:32 left in the third. It is 67-62. The Bulls have the lead.
You'll come to the bottom of section 137.
Don't forget, you can add your name to the Bulls season ticket waiting list by calling 312-943-5800. Then, when season tickets become available, you'll be in line for them.
You'll be in line to see some action like this. Down the lane, they go for the shot, up in the air. Michael takes a swing at it. Stacey King says, I got to help protect here. And Michael comes out down low to the floor. Around Ehlo's backpedaling. Michael spots the little guy down into BJ. BJ up in 2. So you get your name on that list. You can see that too.
The Bulls keep the ball as that rebound was knocked out of bounds. 2:32 left in the third. 67-62 Chicago. Horace Grant gives to Jordan against Hot Rod Williams. Boy, Michael has stuck 2 outside jumpers over much bigger players. He hit 1 over Dudley and now 1 over Hot Rod Williams, and the Bulls go up 7. Kerr against Armstrong. Pippen fronting Brown off the ball. Shot clock at 6. Ehlo under pressure. Barely nicked the rim, but just enough to reset the 24. Doesn't matter. It slices out of bounds to the Bulls. Minute 56 left in the third.
Mark Pfeil just told me that Pax jammed his Achilles. He seems to be okay. He did not tape it, so
hopefully he'll be able to come back and play some more here in the fourth quarter. Bulls up by 7. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan against Ehlo. 2 to shoot. Michael Jordan missed from Toledo. King missing on the tip. Rebound Kerr. And the Cavaliers back in a hurry. The Bulls are getting almost nothing off their set offense tonight. Inside, Chucky Brown and a foul on Jordan, his second. Chucky Brown to the line.
Larry Nance back in for Dudley now, and Chucky Brown will go to the free throw line as Phil.
First in the last 2 minutes?
A shot. He's taking a shot.
Yeah, okay.
So Phil talked to Stacey King. You know, I'm just looking at the rebounds here. Cavs are led 247 by John Williams and 149 by Dudley as second. You look at the Bulls coming into the game. They've got Michael at 202, Cartwright at 208, Scotty at 212, and then Horace at 220. So they're getting a good mix out of that front court.
Chucky Brown splits the free throws. A big discrepancy at the foul line tonight. The Bulls have attempted only 7 free throws and made 5 of them. They lead the contest by 6. 1:10 left in the third, and there's a pass loose, but Pippen has it. Pippen against Brown, 6 to shoot. Again, the Bulls are up against a red light here in their set offense. Armstrong trying to create, forces the shot up, and the rebound to Hot Rod Williams. Last 2 trips, the Bulls got nothing. Inside pass loose. Chucky Brown trying to save and does. Now he has it tipped away again, and Pippen another steal. 38 seconds. Jordan brings it up. Shot clock at 20. Bulls get a 2-for-1 here. Michael steps up, finds Horace Grant down the lane. He's fouled. Traveling is called on Horace Grant. You know what? It was as if the officials blew the walk on Jordan, and then they were going to call it no matter what. And so they called it on Horace Grant.
I think he was calling the walk on Jordan,
well,
and then he obligated him, right? I mean, he put it to him. Michael took a little step over there and threw it into Horace, and I think they were saying traveling. You know what? Same call. Yeah. Traveling.
So now the Cavs have it. Shot clock at 17, 5 difference. Ehlo winding it down, 8 to shoot. Jordan a near steal. It's knocked loose to Armstrong, and now the foul is called on Jordan. Delay call by Kenny Maurer. Third foul on Michael Jordan. The Bulls had popped it loose and were on their way the other way when Kenny Maurer blew the whistle.
Michael went behind on the double team on Ehlo. He came behind.
No foul yet. No foul yet. Now the foul. All right, Ehlo on the line.
Ehlo has not been as great a free throw shooter as he would like to be.
58%, hasn't attempted one tonight. Perfect with that first offering. Craig Hodges is in. Armstrong is out. Cartwright coming back with 10.7 seconds left. The Bulls' lead is 5. Ehlo rims it out, and Cartwright the rebound. Jordan brings it up, 7 seconds. Jordan against Ehlo. Around the Cartwright screen. Nice in for the left. Finger roll and cleared by Nance. And that's it after 3. The Bulls' lead is 5, 69-64. Fourth quarter is underway. It's Price against Hodges. 10 to shoot. Price off the drive. Throws it out of bounds. Boy, that guy gives up his body every time down the floor, doesn't he, Mark Price? Bulls held the Cavs to 13 points in the third, and thus they lead by 5 as the fourth quarter begins. Here's Cartwright in on Nance. Foul called on Larry Nance, and Bill Cartwright to shoot 2.
It's the first foul on Nance, and it looked like Bill might have walked. He was in there. I'm sorry,
his second in the first team foul.
Yeah, first team foul. There he goes. Bill looked like he went underneath, took a little up, moved him away, and then over the left hand. He shoots 2 free throws here.
Boy, that almost went in. Bill Cartwright, 8 points tonight, 2 for 2 from the line. That was early. Bill Cartwright drills that. The Bulls are 6 of 8 from the free throw line.
Scotty missed a pair of them.
Cavaliers take time here with 11:32 remaining in the fourth. The Bulls' lead is 6, 70-64. Bill Cartwright, one more free throw. And the Cavs the rebound as Mark Price controls it. The word we get on John Paxson, he will not play the rest of this game. He's out with that Achilles injury. Looked like Chucky Brown fell on it. Fell on the back of his foot. Here's Hot Rod Williams working, and Horace Grant blocks his shot. 5 to shoot. Williams comes right back with it, though. He didn't quit on it. Hot Rod with 14. The Bulls lead is 4.
This lack of getting the free throw line hurts them here, but again, against Washington, they made all their free throws except 2.
That's it. Here's Cartwright giving to Grant on the come around, and Horace, who's been hot tonight, misses that shot. So the Cavs with a chance to cut it to 2. Price runs the show. Cartwright shows high on screen roll. Now Price against Hodges, a lead-in shot. Horace Grant the rebound. Fires it on ahead to Jordan. Hodges 4-3. And the rebound to Williams.
Bulls come from dry the first 3 trips.
The Bulls are getting no offensive production off the bench tonight. Only 4 points off the bench, and B.J. Armstrong has the 4. And the Cavs have out-rebounded the Bulls by 14, and Larry Nance has 14.
Well, the Bulls have stole the ball a lot, though.
Yeah, that's true. Larry Nance. Rebound, Jordan. Just about 10 minutes remaining. Up court is Pippen. Scotty ahead of the... has the shot blocked. The foul is called, and Pippen shoots 2.
Williams?
Yeah, Hot Rod with his first 2 team fouls on Cleveland. Stacey King ready to come back for the Bulls. Lenny Wilkins' team has won 8 and lost 6 here on the home court this season. Last year, of course, they were one of the top teams in the NBA here at home.
Well, that's what the Bulls have become at home, Jim. You know, they lose that game to Boston, 2-pointer, and then went on to reel off, what is it, 11 in a row now they've got at home? 12-1 record.
They'll be going for the club record. They'll try to tie that club record against Orlando on Friday. A club record winning streak at home of 12. Scottie Pippen drops both free throws. He has 8. The Bulls back to a 6-point lead. 10 minutes left. Stacey King is in for Horace Grant.
Last night, the Phoenix Suns ruined the Knicks' perfect home record.
Boy, and they won decisively. 113-99. 9 to shoot. Price slips through out high, and Ehlo is left open.
Oh, down they go, Scotty and Ronnie Nunn. Woo! Collision.
They're both okay. 9:30 left. Jordan on the move against Kerr. Hangs the shot up there. Michael Jordan has 27. Bulls keep the 6-point lead. Price being guarded by Hodges. Bulls forced to go without John Paxson down the stretch. Kerr from 3-point country.
He gets it. That's his first hoop, Jim, off the bench. 40% shooter from that area.
And the Bulls lead is 3. Over and back call on Scottie Pippen when he rotated the dribble. Ronnie Nunn said he broke the plane of the timeline. So Cleveland has it down 3. 9:03 left. Mark Price against Hodges. Here is Kerr again. This time they double him out. Ehlo gets free, though, and finds Nance, who is clobbered going to the hoop. Larry Nance to shoot 2. Foul is on Stacey King. No, it's on Bill Cartwright, his 3rd.
Here with the pass over here to Ehlo. Ehlo faked his shot, got it underneath, and he got hit from all angles. He got hit by 24, 34. And Ronnie Nunn still trying to get the license to that one that got him.
That was Pippen. That was license number 33. Nance with the second free throw on the way. He drops them both, and now the Bulls' lead has been drilled and sliced down to 1. Michael Jordan out front against Kerr. 12 to shoot. Cartwright has it. Under pressure, covers up. They chop away at him.
Travel.
Walking is the call. You're right.
Looked like he had Mark Price on his arm.
Cavaliers with a ball. 8:30 left and a timeout taken by the Bulls. With 8:30 remaining, the Bulls lead is 1. 74-73. Back to Richfield after these messages. Here's your chance to qualify for the Budget Shoot for Cash halftime contest. Go to any of the participating Budget car and truck rental locations and register to win 2 tickets to a Bulls game, a chance to shoot for cash at the halftime. You could win up to $2,500 and go into that Budget booth, or a chance to drive a Budget car for a year free. Cavaliers on the attack. A hoop gives them the lead. They get it to Ehlo. Pippen on him, 8 to shoot. Now Ehlo gets 3. Cleveland goes up by 1. Craig Ehlo with 9.
They make you defend the long-distance shot, Jim, and if you cheat a little bit and come back, down the baseline they go, just like Ehlo did for easy 2.
With Paxson out with an injury, and the Bulls bench not performing. Jordan missing in the post. Ehlo collects the rebound. It's going to be a hard finish for the Bulls here. Phil Jackson really giving Kenny Maurer-Zier a workout. Here's Hot Rod Williams losing the handle on that bounce pass, and so the Bulls have it back, down by 1, 7:40 remaining.
You got to get a shot or two for Hodges out there to open it up, but Price won't lead him.
Price knows.
Except the big guy gets the ball.
Price knows that that's Craig's strength. He's all over him. The Bulls throw over to Jordan underneath. He misses the layup, gets his own rebound, and draws the foul. Michael Jordan is fouled by Hot Rod Williams. That's his second foul. Jordan to shoot 2.
But he threw the ball over the top as Kerr fronted him. Michael got the ball underneath and took it up, laid it up, missed the shot. You don't see that very often, but he got it back, went back up, and Hot Rod on the arm. So MJ shoots 2.
3 team fouls against the Cavs.
Michael's 3 for 3 here from the free throw line.
All of that in the first half. 4 straight now and 28 points. Jordan shoots for the tie. Yes, sir. The Bulls take the lead now at 76-75 with 7:19 left. 2 free throws by Michael Jordan. Price against Hodges. Price gets free, got a foul on Craig Hodges, his 3rd. Second team foul. 7:10 left.
So they go out to true center and 3 guards, long-distance guards.
Steve Kerr outside under pressure. They find Nance underneath. He's fouled. Count the hoop.
Body bump by Bill Cartwright, his 4th. And he took it down behind the board. Bill gave him a bump with the body. Boom. Floating out of bounds and in the net, and he'll come back and try for 3.
He nails it. And the Cavaliers go up by 2. 78-76, 6:55 left. 8 points for Nance. Since the pace has been slowed, the Bulls' productivity of their set offense has been lacking. Jordan has 30.
He's not lacking.
1. That ties the game at 78. Hot Rod Williams. Rebound on the floor and a foul on Ehlo. He went over the back of Cartwright. Craig Ehlo with his 3rd. Cavaliers have committed 4 team fouls. Boston Celtics lead Washington in the 4th by 12. The Clippers lead at Detroit by 4 in the 3rd, and Houston leading at at home against Indiana by 12. Here's Pippen off the drive. Michael Jordan out of the left corner. Rebound, Hot Rod Williams. 78-78, 6:10 left. Boy, this is down in the mud Central Division basketball. Hot Rod Williams against Stacey King. Price guarded by Hodges. 6 on the shot clock. Over the top to Nance, and he shoots it in. Pippen turned his head, and as soon as he did, Price had that ball coming for Larry Nance.
Yeah, it was not an alley-oop pass. That could have been intercepted if you're looking at it.
Michael Jordan on Ehlo, had it knocked away, got it back, lays it up, no good, no foul. Nance clears to Price. Price coming down, finds the open man, Ehlo. Sidesteps King. Now Kerr spots up for three. Long rebound, Hodges. A throw ahead to Pippen. 5:22 remaining. Outside left, Hodges, his three. Short. Cartwright can't get it. Price can. Cavaliers down with the 2-point lead. Larry Nance runs over Hodges and scoops it in. Larry Nance gives the Cavs a 4-point lead. And a timeout taken by the Bulls with 5:06 left. It is 82-78 Cavaliers. Bullseye, the official newspaper of the Bulls. Get 20 exciting issues for $30. Charge it on your Visa or MasterCard. Call 800-255-9500, extension FAN. Larry Nance has scored 9 points in this quarter. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have held the Bulls to 9 and have taken a 4-point lead.
The Bulls are 2 out of 9 in this quarter.
Jordan looks low for Cartwright. They're getting zip out of this set offense. And now Ehlo knocked it away, but Cartwright gets it, then shoots it in. Bill Cartwright with 11. 4:35 remaining. Price works around the dance screen. Ehlo with 8 to shoot. Hot Rod Williams. Ehlo fakes on the three. Back into Williams. The hook is in. Hot Rod Williams has 16, and the Cavs go up 4. Michael Jordan all the way to the hoop. Ooh, almost had the shot down. He did draw the foul. The foul is on Craig Ehlo, and so Jordan shoots 2. 4:01 remaining.
What a tough shot that was by John Williams down here. He gets his game in high gear against the Bulls. Little tiny hook shot.
Jordan 6 straight at the foul line. Michael with 32 points tonight. Also has 4 steals. He draws the Bulls to within 3. Now it's a 2-point game. Well, this Cleveland team, with the exception of Doherty, and of course after the Harper trade, here's Hodges, a near steal, but Williams throws ahead to Brown. Price bounces it inside, and Cartwright kicks it away. They get a new 24.
Larry Nance just said to Mark, next time, Mark, he pointed up around the rim.
I'll tell you what, Hodges was just a step slow coming up with a big steal. Ehlo trapped in the corner. They get it out to the open man. Williams, short shot in the lane. And the rebound, Nance tips it away, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Bulls, but the Bulls are going to get the ball.
Well, I thought Nance or Williams came over the top strong.
He's done that a lot tonight, and no fouls are being called on him. He goes right over the player's back and gets away with it, and it looked like on that play that it was Grant who knocked it out of bounds. So
they've got 5 fouls on him, so it's a trip.
The Bulls get the break. Jordan from the outside. Chucky Brown clears it. 3:23 remaining. 84-82. Cavaliers the lead in the ball. Open is Nance. Now he drives it hard and feeds it off to Ehlo. A 3 out of the corner. Air ball. Williams had the shot blocked. It's tipped out of bounds to Cleveland with 6 to shoot.
Oh, a slam dunk going in. And there's no goaltend if you're up over the rim with the guy with the ball. And it was an air ball over the top, and he went up and tried to go after it. Bill Carter with the left hand knocked it away, and then Hodges knocked it into the stand.
It didn't hit it. It did not hit anything. 6 to shoot. Chucky Brown to make the inbounds pass. Nance against Cartwright. On the feed inside to Chucky Brown.
Beautiful play by Nance.
Boy, they run their stuff off the inbounds pass, sideline out of bounds. 86-82. Jordan again from the outside. Looked like Michael pulled the string, and still it went in.
Man, I don't like this trailing by 2. Let's get the lead.
Here goes Price all the way to the hoop. And Williams jumped right over the top of Grant and Cartwright, and finally a loose ball foul has been called.
And you can't believe it this time.
Well, because it hasn't been called all night. Hot Rod Williams and Nance have made a living tonight climbing over people's backs.
There's the shot up, and they got the inside, but all of a sudden, wham, all of it. Bill Carter said, where are they coming from?
Bill Cartwright to shoot 2.
3 out of 4 at the line for Cartwright.
The miss was his last one.
The Bulls are 10-0 when the score is under 100 points by the opponents.
Ooh, that's in jeopardy tonight.
Yeah.
But there's time to win this. Cartwright draws the Bulls to within 1. Timeout. Cavaliers with 2:42 left. 86-85. The Bulls down 1. We'll be back after these messages. On Friday, February 23rd, the Portland Trailblazers invade Chicago Stadium. Every fan receives a team poster courtesy of Osco Drug. And on Tuesday, February 27th, the Bulls $50. And the first 10,000 fans receive a school folder courtesy of the Dairy Council of Wisconsin. 19,938 the attendance in Richfield tonight. It is not a sellout. That ends a string for the Bulls of I can't remember when, of playing in front of sellout crowds. But it is the largest crowd the Cavaliers have had this season here at home.
I don't know how many people it holds. They can't even tell us what it holds.
They list 20,273 in the official book. The Bulls with 2 timeouts left. Cleveland with 2 plus the 20. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Bill Cartwright shooting for the tie. Cartwright with 12 points tonight. 13. And the Bulls draw even at 86. Ehlo on top of the floor this time. Price works off the ball. Pops free. Picked up, and now he shoots the 3. Long rebound to Larry Nance. Larry Nance outside and left, doubled up, trying to get the ball to Price. He does. Price slides through, had it knocked away, still loose, but they get it into John Williams, and the ball is cleared by Pippen ahead to Jordan. The Bulls slow it down as they look for the lead. Shot clock at 16. Jordan against Ehlo. Picked up by Williams. 10 to shoot. Michael drives it hard down the lane, lays it up. No, but a foul called. Hot Rod Williams on the foul, his 4th. 2 shots for Michael Jordan.
He chased him out of the pick and roll, and now he came down a lane, went up in the air, and gets hit on the right wrist. With Jordan to the line.
7 straight tonight from the foul line. Looked like he pulled the string on that one, didn't it, Red?
A little bit.
It's his first miss. 85% free throw shooter. 2 minutes exactly remaining. Shooting to give the Bulls the lead. He does. 36 points for Jordan. 87-86 Bulls. The Bulls have scored the last 5. Minute 55 left.
Bulls still have 1 here in the last 2 minutes. 1 foul.
Yep. Ehlo gets free. 5 to shoot. Ehlo trying to get open for a shot. Here's Nance with 2 on the clock. Fadeaway shot. Short. 24-second violation. The Bulls have it with 1:34 remaining.
Good defense again. The Bulls the last 2 times down.
And Michael Jordan wants time. The reason the Bulls are taking so many timeouts here is because the starters have logged heavy minutes. And now Paxson is down with an injury. Hopefully not serious. Hopefully it will not keep him out of Friday night's game. But it is keeping him out of the second half tonight. So, more exciting NBA action on Channel 9 next Tuesday, January 9th. The Bulls and Pistons at 6:30 Chicago time.
Jim, you talk about the starters logging a big minutes, and that's because B.J. Armstrong has the only 4 points off the bench for the Bulls. They struggled in the first half and haven't got much production here, so Phil is gone with his starters, and they are carrying all the points but 4.
And it's been a slight rotation. Only the 3 amigos off the bench in this game. Hodges, King, and Armstrong. Purdue, Davis, Neely, and Sanders not seeing action so far. And now the Bulls are down to, what, 1 timeout remaining, right?
Yes, 1 timeout. They have 2 and a 20. Bulls have that scant 1-point lead with 1:34 here.
You know, we've talked so much, John, about the Cavaliers and their injury problems, and yes, they've had them, but with the exception of Harper being gone because of the trade and Doherty being out, this is still the same club that won 57 games last year.
Well, that's right. John Williams coming off the bench without an injury. He is a player. Craig Ehlo is a player, and now they've got young Steve Kerr, who did not do much in the game, but he hit the 3 to help him there, and they've got 33 points off the bench, 34 points off the bench, and
the Bulls only have 4.
Yeah, the Bulls have just the 2 baskets by Armstrong. So anyway, you got 2 guys, Craig Ehlo and Williams, that could be starters on many teams. I mentioned the Bulls are 10-0 when they keep an opponent under 100 points. The Cavaliers, in 15 games under 100, have won 3 and lost 12, and at home they're 3 and 5. So the Bulls come out of the timeout here, a little bit of rest for Jordan. He talks to his teammates now. They've got the ball as the Bulls played good defense here and expired a 24-second clock.
1:34 remaining. They give him an extra 2 seconds. 1:36 on the game clock. And the Bulls lead by 1, 87-86.
That's right, because Scotty caught the ball and started to run down the floor, and then the whistle stopped play. 1-point difference in this game.
It's the holdup. Let's play. Horace Grant brings it in to Jordan. Michael gets pressured by Ehlo in the backcourt. 15 on the shot clock. Horace Grant from the top. 10 to shoot. Jordan against Ehlo. Jordan down the lane. Lays it in. What a finger roll. Jordan just finger rolled that ball in. The Bulls go up 3 with 1:14 remaining. We talk about it so often, John, but there's those tough yards he gets. They steals inside, and Michael makes the steal with 1 minute remaining. The Bulls the ball up 3. Big trip. Big trip for the Bulls. 16 to shoot. 55 seconds left. Jordan against Ehlo, who stabs at his dribble. Michael down the lane, off to Cartwright. Open shot, left baseline. Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls into a 5-point lead, and there is that man again who has stuck the dagger so many times into the collective heart of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan, either scoring or assisting every trip down the floor.
Boy, what a play again. Cartwright, he doesn't get the ball a lot in the 4th quarter, but he's battling for position, so they've got to really play him. Now he cleans out as Michael takes the drive. He just made one with a finger roll. Comes down, the tongue comes a wagon. He comes in and Nance up with him. Michael kicks it off as he sees Hot Rod block him out. Bill just loads up, puts that crooked right angle out at the elbow and knocks nothing but net. Beautiful job by Bill Cartwright and Michael Jordan.
Those 2 guys doing the scoring for the Bulls here in this 4th quarter. Cartwright has 15 points. He has 7 of them in the 4th quarter. Michael Jordan has 38 points. He's got 13 of them in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's people leaving this building, and that's good for you and I, but how can you leave a Cavalier Bull game? I mean, the first one we had when they came in really undermanned in the stadium ended up in an overtime.
They'll never have so many owed so much to so few. But Michael Jordan, who has either scored or assisted in each trip, the last 2 times, the last time, he locked up the knees of Larry Nance, it looked like. Nance didn't know how to play him. That's why he didn't attempt the block on that finger roll.
You don't know if Michael's going to slam that, go with the right or left, and he just sort of scooped it in there. So a beautiful play. Now, if this does go to overtime, Jim, the Cavs are 2-2. They've won 1 on the road and lost 1. They've won 1 at home and lost 1. The Bulls, of course, are 2-0, winning the game against this club at home, and then in Washington the other night, they beat them in overtime. So 47.2. The Bulls still have that foul, as I mentioned. They have one foul left here in the last 2 minutes, as long as they don't get it on a three-point shot.
Right. Cleveland, of course, with great three-point shooters in Price and Ehlo. Let's see if they try to run that same play they ran in the playoffs last year. Ehlo was going to throw in, and what he did last year was throw in, cut to the hoop, and get a layup. Comes into Nance. Ehlo has it back. Now they punch into Williams. Hot Rod Williams lays it up. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Pippen. Cavs have it with 41.1 left and a new 24. 91-86 is the score. The Bulls the lead. Ehlo looks to bring it in. He lobs into Nance. Nance takes it all the way down the lane and draws the foul. He'll shoot two with 35.6 seconds left.
Jordan's fourth foul, and they had a foul to take, but Nance was going in for the uncontested shot. He made that beautiful play where it looked like clock was running out. Jimmy went up in the air to shoot and found Chucky Brown wide open, and so Larry Nance to the free throw line.
In and out with the first one. That's a big miss. He is now 4 of 6 free throwing.
Now what happens here? Now what happens?
Check off because they
better believe it.
Shoot for the miss. Nance fires and hits it. 4-point game. 35.6 seconds left. Bulls have it in play 2. Hodges now to Jordan. Michael works into the front court. 30 seconds. Jordan outside to the left. 16 to shoot. 27 on the big one.
Price tried to take it.
They chase it. Michael, he's doubled up now to Hodges. Hodges spins free and he's fouled by Nance with 20.9 seconds left. Now Hodges hasn't been on the line in this game, but he's 8 for 8 on the season.
That's right. That's a tough place to put him, and he'll take his time going in there. He'll bounce that ball a couple times and then step up to the line. And they tried to take one on Michael, it looked like, and Michael had to throw the ball out of the double team, so Craig Hodges flips it up in the air, steps from the line.
20.9 remaining. Yes, sir. Craig Hodges 9 in a row on the year, and the Bulls lead by 5. Still 2 possessions, even if he makes the second one, because the difference is only 6. 6. Good job of free throwing by Craig Hodges. But now the Bulls bench has scored 6 points tonight. And another timeout taken by Cleveland. 93-87. Boy, the Bulls have a chance to really make some hay in the Central Division tonight. Detroit was losing at home to the LA Clippers at last report, and Indiana was losing at Houston. And the Bulls are beating Cleveland. So they could gain ground on everybody. And if this lead holds, the Bulls will have their 20th win of the year, and they will square up the road mark at 8-8 with a home game coming on Friday night against Orlando. And on Friday night, the Bulls will be going for the home court winning streak record, trying to equal it. And then next Tuesday, back on the road against the Detroit Pistons here on Channel 9. We'll have it for you at 6:30 Chicago time next Tuesday. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our game, and we hope it has this happy ending to it. Well, with the guys in the red shirts, they lead by 6.
We hope it'll be a happy ending. 20.9 on that clock. That's a tough situation for anybody, but the great concentration and rhythm that Craig Hodges expressed in shooting the 2 free throws. He made the 2 free throws, and the Bulls have been almost perfect here. Jordan missed a free throw, and Cartwright missed one. Scotty missed 2 early in the game, but not to the line that often. The Bulls have really been able to corral it.
And it's only in the 4th quarter that the Bulls have gotten to the free throw line. 12 out of 14 here in the 4th. And Jordan and Cartwright have scored 20 of the Bulls' 24 points. 2 free throws for Pippen, 2 free throws for Hodges. Here we go. 20.9 left. Chucky Brown to throw in. And the rook comes into Ehlo. Ehlo against Jordan. Offensive foul call. On Nance setting the screen. On Michael Jordan. Larry Nance with his 4th.
Oh, boy. I thought I saw Michael go flying.
So the Bulls have it. 17.7 left. Horace Grant lobs into Jordan. Michael in the backcourt. Slips through a double team at the timeline. 12 seconds. The Bulls have won the ball game, and they have moved to 20-9 on the season, 8-8 on the road.
They're 11-0, under 100.
Yep, and they won't catch him tonight. Jordan takes it at the buzzer. Nobody in the Central can catch the Bulls tonight, no matter what Indiana does in Houston. As the Bulls knock off the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, they win it by 6. They have to rally in the fourth quarter and win the ball game, but they win it by 6. 93-87 being the score. And I'll tell you what, let's hold it 1 second. We've got John Paxson here, and Johnny Kerr is going to slide out and try to get a word with him. Pax was injured, you know, in the third quarter of the ball game, did not play the rest of the way, and Johnny's going to try to get a few words with him here and find out his status for Friday night.